Hello guys, Double Diamond Railroad back here for the first track work update, layout update of fall 2019. Been doing a few things here the past few days this week since the weather's starting to cool off outside. Been flying radio controlled planes since August. A new one I got back then, I got 79 flights on it, but things are tapering off now. Don't have time in the evening before the sun sets, so start working on railroad to just stay warm. And what we did here, we've been doing some new ballasting and blending here of sections that we had repaired last year. So here's what we've done lately. You can see the color change. Here's the old gray original, we blend that in. Some light in there, we're going to make that a little bit darker too, phase it in more. And there's some new ballast really. From there on across the bridge, which I got to fill these gaps in with styrene on the ends here to be able to ballast that all the way through, make a deck across there. Then we did just change it a little bit right here, change it up with another mix that I have. It's actually two different ballast mix here, kind of a sand color and a gray in there. The other one's a gray blend, medium gray blend. So I went way back in the tunnel. And I still have to do the other side. So we're letting everything dry and then we're going to back it up. I've run trains through there already, tested it, and checking for pieces, cleared the grooves out. So that's what we've been doing. Trying to get that finished, make it look more finished. Left it there from the spring when I put that piece in. And then over here on the diamond, where I had to put the new switch in, which I got a little bit of problem on. I had to do a lot of filing on the far rail. There's a barb in there, it was making it have trouble getting the wheels through, but it's working okay now soon. So I use kind of a light medium gray blend. I don't like to have it too light. It was lighter and I took some of that dark gray. You can see the dark gray mixed in now in spots to make it look like new ballast would put over the old main line to put that new diamond in. So that's all filled in now. Try to fade that out, make it look like the new construction. Didn't get any ties in there. Wish I would have put some ties back in. But after I get the paint on and stuff, I still might be able to slip them under. After I paint the ties again, I think it'll be okay. Fortunately, this time I didn't have any electrical outages from using a dropper method. I checked this diamond last night, it was fine. It came down to run, started an engine back there, and he came up here so far and hit the next block and he died in that section right here through the diamond. Then I found power back over here again on this side on the right rail. So I started pressing, there's a feeder there. Started pressing on that solder joint and it made connection. So I figured the glue got down in their joiners and insulated the connection. So let's see that joiner slip, we're gonna have to push that over. So what I did was resolder that along there, along that joiner, and that took care of it. Then we did our filing back here. That push bar, the plastic push bar there, is humped in the middle between the two swinging rail points. I noticed that on these Atlas custom switches with the throws. They're all humped in the middle. It's weird. I don't know what it is. It's like something in the molding's wrong. So I had to file that down a little bit. Oh, we got it. Seems to work. I ran this consist through, which I just, sorry about that shadow, redid the consist so they can run front and back to each other. I see the TCS board in here is not set up for lighting for the consist. So when I go reverse, it doesn't light up. I have to look through the programming on that, on this 60 back here, GP60. And I was able to rescue my intermodal train The back two cars were off up here in the front, but it was broken in the middle. I was able to go around with these two units, ran around the back of the layout, took a backwards route, pushed them all back around, about 5-6 cars, brought them to the front up here, and right there on this spot, it was straight enough that I was able to get 2 cars on. My wife came down, held the other one, we got it on. It's actually the opposite hand I needed. Need to have it reversed going the other way to make it easier for me to do it. So we got it though, and she's all hooked up now. Back there, I'm not going to run him through until I vacuum the tunnel track. All this down there, it's got to be vacuumed now. Get the loose stones up. So it's all back together. Hope it stays. I made some single stacks back there. And we got the oil train back there, but he's not going to stay. We moved the oil platform. I'll take you to the other side layout so you can see that. There's where the oil platform is. We're still missing the scenery board. We got to get that pretty soon before it gets too cold to paint in the garage. So the oil platform's over here on the, well, that shadow drive me nuts. Got my floods on too much. The oil platform's back here on this end of the layout. I decided to put it back there so it'd be in camera more often. And I'm going to use the other track back there where the tankers were as a true interchange track. So this will be a terminal back here. I'm going to add more tanks. I'll get some more 3D printed tanks. Make like a little big depot for fuel right there. Loading and unloading. So that's that. And then we'll come over here. There's the new rock train cars, those rapid discharge cars that I got. CSX, really nice. I think those are micro trains. I like those, so I put them in line with those at the cement plant. And there's my Gatex sandhopper car back here too. So things are coming along, starting to move again. The weather's pushing me into doing something. I moved some trains around today, trying to fix that intermodal, and it got the bug sparked. I started running engines and stuff. I thought, boy, I got these programmed nice for speed. They're really smooth. So it's going to be fun getting everything started up again. Tomorrow, I had to send my new SW1500 back to the shop, back to Midwest Model Railroad. The rear trucks were half popped out and I couldn't get them to go in. I didn't want to risk damaging the body shell or something like that since it was brand new. So I sent the whole thing back and they fixed it or swapped chassis for me, and it'll be here tomorrow. So then I get to pop this in and I'll have a little SW1500 Norfolk Southern switcher for the yard over here, because that GP38-2 still got problems with the drive system. I got to see if Top Hobby will do some, see if they think they can get it solved for me. Give me new guts, motor, drivetrain or something, because that thing jerking and stopping. I think the contacts aren't making it all the time. Something's not right. It's too bad. I love that engine. Now I can't find them anywhere from model train stuff or Midwest, so if I could find one, I'd buy a chassis and just swap bodies or something. But it's got all kinds of lighting stuff in there now, TCS board, so I'm going to have to send it back to Top Hobby and let him work on it, see if he can salvage it. So I don't know, hope we can get her going. So that's it for now, I guess. I'm excited about getting my interchange track going. So that'd be next thing, move some tankers over here and vac some more track where the trains were parked, get it all cleaned up. I think I'm going to buy one of them $150 track cleaning cars, the tank that you put the fluid in with the pad. Use that to push around. I'd like to use this engine to push them all around. Just got too much track to clean now. That's where we're at, starting up again for another winter season here. I think it's going to be good. Next thing we're doing, as soon as we get that ballast over on that side done, we're coming over here. We're not going to do the yard yet from this switch. We'll do it across the deck bridge, but not from here on. I had a short there today. When I pulled out there, I don't know why. I'm still going to test and check things with the level. Try to get that as perfect as I can so it'll behave itself. But I'll come out here and start on that bridge deck and come across and do the yard lead. All the way back out here and get that done. That'll help it look good. I got a bag of gray ballast coming. So that's what we're going to be laying down. We'll sprinkle some light blend on top of it. Been watching Strasburg all weekend. Thomas Tank Engine and Mavis out there. They took the 8618 SW9 Switcher in the shop for 2 days. Came out and had Mavis on it. Numbers were gone, and had the railway company that was in Thomasing painted on the side in big white letters. Front end was painted up with stripes and had a big face on it. Now I'm waiting to see when they change it back. I'll watch it go back in the shop, I guess. In a couple of days, and maybe it'll come out again. Get back to work on freight. We're going to keep these signs inside now. I've decided. I think I'm going to stick them up here above with adhesive. So when I come walking in, I'll be looking straight at it. And right there's double track, so that'll be good. That way I always look at them and see them when I come downstairs and head to the layout. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe. New Year's starting up. Getting excited a little bit, especially when I get my little switcher running. Double Diamond Railroad out.